Hey everybody, this is Troy from TR Tactical and Survival, and today I'm going to transfer the contents of my trusty Fieldlines Tactical everyday carry bag into my newer and a little bit larger tactical bag here. You can see the size difference, big difference in size. Since I carry a lot more gear than Melanie does, she's going to get my Fieldlines bag, which still looks brand new. I've really taken care of it, although we take it everywhere we go. It still looks like new. And I'm going to start transferring everything over into this one. This is the one I just got from Funanasun, I think is how you say it. I will put the links down in the video description in the comments below. Michelle in the background is playing with Tomcat, who is a big, bloated house cat. Tomcat! Hi, say hi to everybody. He's a big boy. So she's playing with him. He finally got tired of it and ran away. Anyway, I'm going to spread out the contents of my EDC bag and see how it all fits into my new EDC bag. And then Melanie will get her own EDC bag, which she can carry stuff in. To date, all she's had was an overstuffed purse, so we're going to change that today. So the first step is to take my Fieldline Tactical bag and empty it here and get an overview of what we've got in here. Then I can go ahead and put everything into the new bag. So this is going to be a lot. I'm known for a little bit of overkill sometimes. So I'm going to lay everything out. There's a little survival kit in a can. Got a couple of them rolling around somewhere. This is a cool little pocket fishing kit. I've actually used these. One day I'm going to do a video on that. So I had a bit of an interruption there for a while, so I think I'm just going to empty this pouch. There's a lot of stuff in there. Now, remember, this is my EDC bag. I don't know what this is about. That's an old thing. My everyday carry, so there's things that you might need in everyday life. Some fire starters, some batteries, some duct tape, definitely good, some trip line wire or repair wire, a hand crank little flashlight, there's another little roll of duct tape, there's a J5 Tactical little flashlight, there's another from New York, there's a little handy can opener thing. Really, actually, an amazing tool for opening cans of food. I think it was the movie The Pianist. The guy couldn't open a can of food and he was starving to death, if I remember right. And there was another one. It was Discovery Channel, if I remember right, or National Geographic or Discovery Channel had a grid down scenario type movie, and the person actually cut themselves open with a knife trying to open a can and died from it. It was a simulation, of course, but it shows what can happen though if you don't have such a simple basic tool such as a can opener in a survival situation. So there's all that in the small pouch that was in the front here. Try to keep myself out of my own light. We are fully off the grid here, and I'm using a little light that is powered by our solar panels. Now, there's some new additions that you guys haven't seen in a while, or ever, I mean, because I haven't done an update in a while. Michelle is sitting here chasing a cat. There are some squishy water bottles, which are ultra light, that I reviewed not too long ago. Those live in my everyday carry bag now. A fish hook remover, because we fish all the time out here. It's very important to have fishing gear. A snare line or saw. Well, I would never use it as a saw. It's more like I would use it as a snare line. It's good for trapping small animals. Melanie's, my wife's, little folded plastic bags. She folds them neatly. It's pretty cool. She's done a video on how to do that on her channel. Oh, there's a couple more. You never can have too many plastic bags. They're very valuable. We're in a north climate, so I always keep hand warmers in my bug out bag, my EDC bag, always. It's just a part of our gear. It's part of life out here. Even in summer it can freeze here in our climate, in our area. There's a little pocket first aid kit that stays in there. So yeah, I haven't done an actual full update in a while, so that's important. Because it's an everyday carry, I have my business cards that stay in here all the time. That's a part of my gear. It is an everyday carry bag, so it has to have daily use items, of course. An ink pen and a pencil, retractable mechanical pencil with spare leads inside. It's important, of course, to have your spares. A off bite and itch relief, just in case I need it. Stays in here. And a little all-natural fruit snack. Again, food is important for you know, a little bit of energy. A pack of tissues. Never know if that might be useful. My nose runs summer and winter for some odd reason. A waterproof pouch. We have used these when we go out in the boat to put our phones in, so that's important and useful. And I have to update my maps. I had all the New York maps, so I definitely, this is good for me to show me what I need to do to update my bug out bag. I have to get all the local area maps, topographic maps for this area. Now there's a USB charger, stays in my bug out bag because I always can use something like that on the go. I got 2 of them. And I got 3 of them. Why there's 3 in there, I'm not sure exactly, but they're there. Sometimes you get some excess stuff in your bag for whatever reason. There's the cover to my ink pen fishing kit, which I have to put back in here. There's another fruit snack. There's a cool little lighter utility thing. It's got different tools, cork, screw, bottle opener, and a knife and a lighter, which I won't show right now because Michelle is trying to reach up and grab. She wants to be involved. Yeah, you want to be involved in a video, don't you? Huh? You think it's funny? Uh-huh. And there's another normal lighter. I always have multiple forms of fire starting. So there's a normal lighter, there's the gas powered lighter, and there's the little fire starting tabs, which is for once you have a fuel source, and then there's a magnesium and flint fire starter. It's always important to have multiple ways to start a fire. I believe in redundancy. Extra butane for the lighter. This was a gift I received years ago from a family member, and I keep it in here. It's a really cool pocket little camp set that stays here. I've actually used that on occasion. You never know if you might be out somewhere and need a silverware set. Probably no good anymore, but you can throw it in the oven. I mean, not soaking up moisture now, but you can throw that in the oven and renew it. Nylon braided cord for shoelaces or tying up shelters or whatever. Stays in there now too. Here's some cool stuff. I kept it on the thing so I don't lose it. It's gear tie. These are reusable twisty things. Really, really cool. And an emergency survival blanket, which I hope to never need, but it's a really high quality emergency survival blanket. So hopefully that will stay in its package forever, but it's there in case I need it. So I've got to double check. The Fieldlines Tactical bag has some deep pouches. Now then there's a on the MOLLE loop on the back there's a carabiner, which is good for clamping things. I want to add a couple more to my EDC bag actually, so I have it all there. And then leaflets for my church, so those stick around. And because we do go out every once in a while and hand out leaflets, and it is my everyday carry bag, they stay in the bag and go with me. They go where we go. So I think I've got everything. out of my old Fieldlines Tactical EDC bag. I'll check it again, but the old pouch is going to go away, so out with the old and in with the new. So I'm going to have to extend my tripod so you can see better what I've got going on. I'm going to find homes for all of that stuff in here, but since it's so large, we're going to get all of this in there, plus much more, which is great with the two side pouches. And that's important because, as you can see, I had outgrown that bag. Also, important to mention, I do have an EDC pouch that is currently in my car, not on my belt, because obviously we don't leave here without the car. But it has various fire starters. It has some Benadryl, some aspirin, and a little bit of first aid stuff, and some other important things like toothpicks and whatever that you might need for everyday use. That stays in my belt pouch. So you might not see everything here that I would fully carry if you count that as well. So I just wanted to add, I do have more gear than what you see here, but I have the main EDC bag that goes in the car and stays there, and then the pouch that rides on my belt generally if I hadn't left it in the car. So just wanted to make sure you know. Now, first of all, these are separately sold individually in pairs. You can get the pair like this or the pair like this. For demonstration purposes, I got one of each along with the main bag. I am going to attach the pouches, one on either side of the main pouch here, the main bag. So what's great is with these snaps, I can then go through the MOLLE loops on the side of this. Sorry, I'm in your way. I'm going to attach this on here. It's awkward with me being in the limited lighting environment. It's dark and rainy out today, so it's awkward for me to do this and not block the camera on you. But I'll feed these through here and attach this, and then we'll have these additions to the main bag. Alright, I'm not going to waste your time doing this on camera. I'll feed that all through there. Oops, I almost got it anyway though. Yeah, I've got to go through one more loop. Alright, we'll be back in a minute. I'll get these in there. It's good though if they take that much to get through that they aren't going to fall off that easy. That is important to me for one thing. So we'll see you in a minute. We'll get these in there. Now, I'm trying to reestablish a better angle here. The pouch is all black. So what I'm going to do is we're going to shove everything aside. You've seen it all. And we'll move our camera to a different angle. And then I'm going to start putting stuff into the new everyday carry bag as I see fit. Now I've got the small pouch here and the larger pouch here on the sides of the bags, or the bag I should say. Alright. And they seem very rugged. It took forever to get them on, which I think is a good thing. This one here goes from the top all the way through 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of MOLLE loops, and this one goes through 3 sets. So it's very secure. The snaps are extremely tight and firm, so I don't think these are ever going to fall off, which is good. Now in this one here, I want to put my fire starting tools. So I have a butane lighter with its fluid, okay, and then we've got the fire starting tinders all go in there. Then we have a normal cigarette lighter goes in there, and then we have the magnesium and flint go in there. Now that's a big pouch. It can hold a whole lot more than that, so I'll probably be expanding on this in future times, like with some cotton dryer lint, for example, and a whole lot of other things. And I might even subdivide that by putting little pouches inside this pouch, because that is so big, it's great for that. I wanted it separate on the outside though, because fire starting is a very important thing to have, fire starting tools. Okay, now here on this outside pouch, I'm probably going to have my drinking tools, because we do use these a lot. So my drinking bottles, along with our snacks, our fruit snacks, and I'll be able to fit more in there because it's a very nice wide pouch. But also, along with that, is my little utensil kit. So that can all stay in there nice and neatly together. And I have room for some granola bars or whatever that I can add in there, which I usually do carry, but I ate them. Stays in there. Alright? Alright, I'm still figuring out where it's where. I put my business cards here. I put all my papers and my waterproof pouch in here, along with all my papers and files. But business cards is something I use heavily, so they went up front here. Now, what I've got is I've sorted my gear into related things. So here is survival and emergency gear. The emergency blankets, the hand warmers, the first aid kit, the itch pen, and different survival and emergency gear. Alright. Then I've got fishing, hunting, and trapping gear here. And then I've got pens and whatever, utility stuff. And then I've got tools and lights. Now what I've got here though, here's a neat little thing I'm reviewing for another company. It's a keychain screwdriver set that fits your keyring. I've actually been using the one in my pocket a lot. What I'm going to do is take the can opener and put it in with my food pouch, so that is there, because that better fits there. Alright, now I have the main pouch here, which also will hold my laptop, and so I'm not quite sure how I want to do this, but I do know that I will be carrying a laptop with me. It will fit in here, but I still have quite a bit of space. Probably going to compartmentalize this further, and I probably will be rechanging things a lot. Sorry, Michelle is in there having a blast with a kitten. We have a kitten inside and she's playing. So I'm going to play with this a little bit, and then I'll put everything away how I like it, and I'll come back to you once I figure out what fits where, because it's going to take me some time. Okay guys, I got everything in here. It's starting to weigh a bit now. So in here we have fishing gear, all kinds of fishing gear, and I just clipped on the pencils because it's a convenient place to tuck them in and they will never fall off or out of there. So that's all my fishing gear because that's very important. We fish a lot. Here I've got tools, so I've got the Leatherman type thing and a flashlight and the little pocket key tools. Here I've got my business cards and a little wind-up flashlight extra since it's right next to the other flashlights. Here is a bunch of like emergency first aid and type gear. It's got tissues, my first aid kit, my bite relief, some bags, hand warmers, all the like first aid quick grab stuff is right there. And then you saw when I put all the fire starting equipment in here, a lot more room in there, so I will definitely compartmentalize that one by adding another pouch inside. Over here, it's also going to get better once I start using this and they fill out more. I showed you when I put in the food and drink supplies here on this side. Okay. In the back, I ended up putting all of my papers, leaflets, map, protective stuff, maps, all in the back together. That's just convenient to have it there like that together. And then in the main compartment I dumped the rest of everything for now. So I do like the fact that you have to unfasten multiple things to get this open. So what I did is, I'll bring the camera over here. I got everything in here. Just jammed in there. All the rest of what was left. And then my laptop can go in the pouch. So I'll have to probably subdivide this. But this is stuff I don't usually use a lot. So it's convenient to have it in the middle like that. The stuff that I use much more often, and believe it or not, I'm always grabbing the fire starter out of my EDC bag. For whatever reasons, it's good to have that right there. And all stuck together. So that works out well for me. So there you have it, guys, my new everyday carry bag with my gear put away, carabiner on the side here, and it still has the pouches for water bottles. I'm not quite sure how well you can get anything in there once you start filling this, because it's really tight, these side pouches, especially when you put something on the outside. So I just don't think that's feasible, really, to carry a water pouch on there, or a water bottle in there. But it's definitely big enough in all other aspects that it's a really good pouch. So stay tuned for the final review. I'm going to be carrying this around with me from now on, and we'll do the full field test and final review soon. So thank you guys for watching. This is Troy from TR Tactical and Survival. Please like, subscribe, and share. And follow my survival, camping, outdoor, and adventure videos and reviews of cool products.